Hungary, in a post-NATO world, is a revanchist, has a new leader, a revanchist imperialist who claims Trianon must be pushed back against. He vows to create a Hungarian empire and reconquer territories and unite every Hungarian. His philosophy is fight for return and our economy will boom. He is a pure capitalist. He doesn't care how many die, just that his pocket is full. But people love populists, whether it's right or wrong. The leader further exclaims that Romania is oppressing all the Hungarians. They must liberate them, but all he truly wants is to gain more meat shields. He says war is key to strong economy. No gains come for no cost, he proclaims. But oddly, he moves 200,000 forces to Slovakia's border, ready for war. We must save Hungarians from Slovakian oppression. Hungarians are superior, he states. Well, he actually shouts. Well, please subscribe so we can get to 5,000 subscribers by 2027 and have a subscriber special. Well, let's see the war. And we start with the Hungary-Slovakia war. Because Hungary now decides, yes, Slovakia is our first target. And they march in rapidly, crossing the border and moving in to annex it all. As he quickly moves in and takes Bratislava and southern Slovakia, and then he manages to take over the full place. And wow, this was a quick war. And a quick liberation, according to the leader, although we all know it's not actually a liberation. But now, let's move to the invasion of Slovenia and Croatia. Yes, they invade both of these countries, while also invading Austria and Czechia at the same time. You might say, this is kind of a lot. Well, not really. You might say, yes, it is. As they quickly move in to take Austria and start moving across the north, securing a big chunk of Austria as they move in towards Brno and from Slovakia. As they do this, they very quickly manage to take Zagreb, and they quickly soar into Slovenia, taking Slovenia's capital. And then from the south, they move into Austria. And into Czechia, they collapse the northern part really fast, collapse another part, thus Croatia ends up on its knees, surrendering. And then they cut Austria and Czechia apart, taking Brno. Then they take Prague. At this point, Austria and Czechia has no choice but rapid expansion. Hungary sets its eyes on Serbia, Romania, and Ruthenia, proclaiming we must liberate those things. Okay, the leader is a fascist, loyalty broke, angry to conquer. He attacks Romania and Serbia preemptively. Quickly, he has 600,000 troops on Romania's and Serbia's border. And, well, as you can guess, it becomes a war zone. Yes, a war zone. So let's see how his war effort goes. Well, we'll have to see. As he's going through mountains. Yeah, that doesn't seem great for an invasion. With an invasion of Romania with 400,000 troops. Quickly in the north, it ends up a stalemate. Occupying, I guess, something like this. Yeah, they move in, advancing here. Advancing here and advancing here. And then eventually at this point a stalemate erupts. And then into Serbia with 200,000 troops, they advance rapidly, quickly moving into Belgrade, which allows them to move some of these forces to Romania, pushing Romania back a bit in the south. But more troops are needed as they quickly move to obliterate Serbia. Yep, Serbia is obliterated. And I'm sure the Kosovans are happy. I'm sure Kosovo is happy with Serbia and Romania, as you can see, occupation zones. But at this point, Romania starts a striking counteroffensive in the north. Well, it's not really the north, kind of north. As they push the forces back on this front, as they're pushed right back to Hungary's border in a small area. You might be wondering, how does Hungary stop this? Well, they send in more forces. And they send them in this direction to cut off some of the forces. With this becoming an encirclement and falling, crippling Romania's military as they start pushing near Bucharest. As they get to the north of the city, Romania realizes this isn't good. With forces going south to Bulgaria's border, creating an encirclement here, as eventually they managed to encircle it, with Bulgaria still mad at Romania for years ago, taking it. Thus, they take it, which puts the front like this, which was just in a stalemate, right? They don't surrender yet, thinking there's still hope. But they soon will, because, well, they can't win, because, well, they've lost key areas of Dobrosia, and yeah, they don't even have a coast no more. They decide to surrender because they realize they need peace. Yes, they need peace. See the invasion of Ruthenia to annex it after an ultimatum is refused. And as you can see, Hungary quickly kicks them out of Ruthenia. And by the time they do that, the world steps in to negotiate peace, and Hungary demands this territory. Ukraine, unable to retake it, ends up being forced to give it to Hungary, which isn't very nice. But you know what? It's only a tiny bit of land. They can steal from Russia instead. And well, Hungary has made a massive empire, stretching from I guess, the Danube to Romania. Yes, southern Romania. And they're a big nation now. So they decide, you know what? You should send an ultimatum to Bosnia. You know why? Not for anything productive, just for better borders. And I don't think that's better border. Yeah, that's worse for sure. That's definitely worse. Let's try again with this is a better border. Yes, I like that border. And it's kind of bad looking, not gonna lie. But I don't think I really care that much. That's not a good border. It looks the best. And it makes this look more natural to be a part of the territory going down there. So, after Hungary has finished its invasion, it begins a policy of Hungarianization to assimilate Czechs, Slovaks, Slovenes, Croats, Austrians, Serbians, Romanians into Hungarians to maintain control and not collapse after rapid expansion. They have the empire. They just need to assimilate it, pacify it, stabilize it. They have a booming war economy with a fascist wannabe leader. Also, more wars will come. But for now, that's all for today's video. So if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and theories. Also, click the notification bell to not miss Alternate Future of the World Part 12 on Tuesday. Also, click on one of the videos that show up on the top of the screen. Wild Map.